Welcome to the Limitless Hybrid Growth System. What I'm going to do is break down exactly this system that is going to get you daily inbound qualified leads, high ticket sales, generating $20,000 to $30,000 cash collected into your bank every single month, all whilst only working typically 3 to 5 hours a day. Watching this training is going to help you do two things, okay? Know exactly how you can start to grow your service-based business, but also it's going to help you to become wealthier. So look, you have been warned in advance. So if you want to stay broke, if you don't want to grow your business, stop watching now. So look, before we get into it, who is this even for? So if you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're an agency owner, course creator, any online service provider, this system will 100% help you. However, you do need to be making a minimum $5,000 cash collected every single month, and you need to have some testimonials. Look, this isn't beginner friendly. If you're still trying to find your feet, if you're still trying to find your way, that is not a problem. But this is a system that helps you to grow your business. It scales your business, not saves them or gets them initially just off the ground, okay? So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to do three things, okay? The first thing is I'm going to show you exactly how within the next 45 days, you can collect $10,000 cash, how you can scale your service-based business to a minimum $20,000 cash collected every single month, like clockwork, and how you can even get all of this accomplished within the next 60 to 180 days. Before I get into that, why should you even give me your time? Why should you even listen to me? Okay, so my name is Shane. I'm the CEO of Limitless Prosperity. So I'm actually a former construction worker turned entrepreneur. I launched my business in September 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. In my first 7 weeks of business, I made £12,500, quit my job within 4 months. And over the last 3 years, I've been able to generate £500,000, but I've also been able to serve over 260 clients, and collectively, we have generated over $7.8 million between us. And I've been able to do this all whilst traveling, and I've been able to travel to 12 countries in that time, typically working 3 to 5 hours a day. I do want to be honest with you. I've never personally struggled with making money with my coaching business, with my consulting business. To be fair, neither have my clients. And are we anything special? No, I really don't think so. It really just comes down to having the right system in place. And once you have that in place, it makes things a whole lot easier. So all you really need is an in-demand, high-ticket service, okay? You need to know how to do organic marketing, and you need to know how to do lead generation and have a sales system that can close and convert at 30 to 35%, no less than that. If you have these things in place, then you will be able to print money on demand every single month. You're never going to go without money again. And the system that I'm literally just about to break down to you will show you exactly how you can work 15 to 25 hours a week and how you can make $20,000 to $30,000 cash every single month. So now I'm going to show you exactly how you can replicate this for yourself. But I do just want to stress this. When I say this is proven, I genuinely mean this is proven. This isn't like some BS bullshit that I'm feeding you. This is proven to work time and time again, regardless of who you are, what niche you're in. If you apply yourself, if you implement this system, if you hit the KPIs and all of the metrics, you will make money, okay? And we're not just talking a couple of wins here and there. We're talking a ton of testimonials, okay? So we've got people like Luana. So when Luana came to me, she was making inconsistent £10,000 every single month. Within her first 4 weeks, she made £54,000. By month 4, she'd hit £72,000. And within 12 months, we took her all the way up to £132,000 in a single month. That is the power of this system. And typically she works less than 15 hours a week, just to blow your mind. Then we've got Brad. So Brad come to me and he was struggling to make £5,000 every single month. He made 20 grand within the first 4 weeks. And then within 5 months, he had made £127,000, 50,000 being collected in a record month of his. Do you mean truly mind-blowing stuff? All because of the system I'm just about to break down to you in this training. Then we've also got Gary. So Gary came to me and he was just starting out by himself. So we took him from zero to being able to make £35,000 rather in a single month, all within just a few months, okay? Starting from scratch. We've also got Nikki. So Nikki had been in business for 6 years before she started working with me. She was hovering around $6,000 every single month. Then within 6 months, we took her from $6,000 all the way up to $37,000 for a record month, all within 6 months. Then we got Sam. Sam came to me making $5,000 a month. And by month 2, so within 8 weeks, he had already hit a record $30,000 a month and built a multi-6-figure business, just making the whole process a lot more easier and just giving him a much higher quality of life. But we've also got Talia. So Talia came to me. She was also making around $5,000 every single month. And then with just in a few months, she had also grown her business to $30,000. So we've also got Natasha. So look, Natasha came to me and she just quit her high-paying corporate job. And within 4 months, we took her from zero to being able to make 26,000 euros in a single month, all within 4 months of starting this process with me. And then we've also got Becky. Becky came to me struggling to make money for 18 months online. Within 8 weeks, she made 8,000. She retired her husband within 6 6 months, and she ended up growing her business all the way to a record £24,000 in a single month, simply by using the strategies and the systems that I teach. So look, you get the point, but I'll just give you another one. So Dante and Vicky, both struggling to make money online, actually making zero money. Within their first 4 weeks, they both made $4,500 to $5,000 each. They then combined and they put their services together to make a joint offer. And then within 15 weeks, they had pocketed $39,000. Okay, so truly just a testament to, regardless of who you are, whether it's been working for you or not working for you, whether you're coming in or whatever it is, you implement this system, you stick with this system, you will make money guaranteed. Let me ask this question for you. What would you do with an extra $20,000 to $30,000 cash in your pocket every single month? Now, the reason I'm asking you this question, because after 2 to 6 months of working with me, you will need to have an answer to this question, because that is the type of results you will achieve for yourself. And look, we've got over 260 client success stories, so I'm not going to take you through all of them. But if you maybe just want to pause the screen and you can just have a little read through that, but you'll see, we've got things that like $22,000 for January, 10,000 days, 5K days. Again, just pause this, have a little look through it. You can do the same here again. 10K days, 3 clients all paying in full. 10K first, 10K month, another 10K day, 6 people coming in, 7 people make that, 7,500 sale, 15K day after clearing the money blocks. And again, if you want to pause this one, 4.5K days. We got here down the bottom, 20K cash for the month, 17 cash collected in the first 3 weeks of the month. So you get the point. I'm not just going to keep ramming it down your throat, but when I say it's proven, I genuinely mean it's proven. So look, when I started this kind of journey myself and I wanted to scale the business myself, there was really just a couple of questions that was at the forefront of my mind. How can I make more money? How can I serve more people? How can I maintain my lifestyle? I didn't want to have to give up on the lifestyle that I'd created for myself, but I did want to make more money. I did want to have a bigger impact, and I wanted to serve more people. So I wanted an empty calendar, but I wanted a full bank account. And if that sounds like the type of business that you want to have, so that you just got, enough money to live a very high quality lifestyle, but also enough time to actually go out and live that life. So that is what gave rise to the limitless hybrid formula. And it's broken down into 4 phases that I'm just going to take you through now. And when you implement these 4 phases, it will spit out multi 5 figures cash every single month. So look, phase 1. So what we need to do is a full audit of your business. We need to look at who your audience is, what your offers are, what your pricing is, what business assets you've got, what your company or business branding or your personal branding is, what's your marketing message, what's your sales process, email list, etc. Look, we need to have a good look at everything so that we can actually strategize exactly how you are going to start to make very quick results, okay, rapid results, and change things around very quickly. Okay, so what we can then do is we can decide on what is the best organic and paid strategy for you and what would be the best funnel. Okay, for some people, they've got a little bit of money where they're happy to pay for some lead generation with a strategy that we use, but the majority of people, probably 90% of the people, come in and they start organically. And to be honest, all but one of the testimonials there and the bits of proof I've just shown you all came organically. Okay, what we'll then do is we'll get our funnel builder and our copywriter to begin to build your funnel. Okay, so we'll start to put together a digital asset that will do a lot of the heavy lifting. It will nurture people and it will pre-sell people into your service. Phase 2 is you want to prepare for a launch. So what we want to do is we want to build out a new upgraded offer. Okay, so in most cases when people come to me, I will show you exactly how you can increase the price of your service so that you need less yeses to make more money. Pretty much all of the people I've just shown you there with the screen grabs, all of those people, I increased the price of their service, increased the value of their service so that they could sell it at a higher ticket price point, again helping them get more money with less yeses. Okay, so then we just plan and produce the promo cycle. Okay, so we're going to go out to the marketplace, we're going to scatter this all over your social media, let people know about this thing that we're just about to launch. During phase 2, we can get together and we can just review things and just make sure the funnel and the copy is all good, and we can tweak things. Okay, but once we've tweaked things, once we've amended the changes, that is when you're ready to escape out of this phase. And once we've signed that off, we're then ready to go into phase 3. Phase 3 is just simply launching the business. Okay, so you launch the new upgraded offer, you implement the new content strategy, you start generate more leads, and the funnel does a lot of the heavy work for you. So rather than doing a really inefficient way of doing business, which is trying to communicate your offer and your service to people one-to-one, instead we do it one-to-many. Okay, so we strategically place people into the funnel where we've got videos, where we've got copywriting, where we've got social proof, everything they need to see and know, and they just get to spend more time with you, but you get to deliver this message in a very leveraged way. Okay, so you're not having to repeat yourself and just do this one person at a time. So to go with the launch, and this is how you get that $10,000 to $15,000 cash in the first 4 weeks, 45 days rather. It'd be 4 weeks after, actually going into this particular phase. Okay, so for all of those results where you're seeing where people are getting quick wins in a short space of time, this is how we're able to do it. Okay, upgrade the price point, upgrade the service, optimize the social media, run a promo cycle, have a limited amount of seats, and then we just sell people into it. It really is that simple, but it works every fucking time, and you're typically going to get 3, 5, 8 sales out of this. Depends on what your service is, depends on the size of your audience, depends what your price point is. But what it will do is it will put 10 to 15k cash in your pocket within 45 days. So then we just got phase 4. Okay, so phase 4 is where we scale to 20 to 30,000 cash every single month, and that's where you get the 4 tiers of freedom. So within the scaling process is having consistent inbound qualified leads. Okay, we've got the strategies and the systems to make this happen. So you're not having to go out and chase people and just use outdated approaches. Okay, this helps you to put 1 to 2 high ticket sales and convert high ticket sales every single week. You'll get automated low ticket sales. So look, you waste your fucking time selling people into a low ticket service. You're not jumping on calls with them. You're not investing loads of time into that. There's a funnel, converts them. Again, you want to have more time freedom. You got to start to understand there's more optimal ways to do business. Okay, typically you're only going to work 3 to 5 hours a day. Really, again, it depends what your goals are. It depends if you've got 1 offer, 2 offers, whatever it may be. So that's the determining factor there. And once this is all in place, 20 to 30k cash being collected every single month. Okay, like clockwork, just happening. So when you've got that system plugged into your business, this is what you're going to have. Okay, so you're going to have a highly leveraged system that cash flows consistently. Okay, no more of these hot and cold months where you have a good month and a bad month. No more feast, no more famine. Okay, you get a highly in-demand low ticket offer and a highly in-demand high ticket offer. Okay, not everybody's going to be able to afford to go into the high ticket, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't work with them. We can put them into a lower ticket. We can, add some value. We can nurture that relationship more, and then potentially for a certain percentage of those, we will be able to get the upsell at a later date. No more trading your time for money. No more doing one-to-one. Again, when you've got the right offer being delivered in the right way, and you've got the right processes in place and SOPs and everything like that, you can have a hugely impactful business without you having to trade your time for money, doing 1 call at a time, serving people one-to-one. And you can still actually offer one-to-one support without having to trade your time an hour at a time on one-to-one calls. You'll have predictable and consistent qualified lead flow, which is, what every single business needs. And if you don't have that, you'll know how much you want it, and you know how much by not having it, it's harming you and it's harming your business. It's harming the way that you get to live your life. So it's super important that you get predictable qualified lead flow. You want to be getting daily low ticket automated conversions. Okay, so when we're out there and people coming into our world, we want the ability where people can just go into the funnel and does the heavy lifting and it converts them for us. Okay, so you're waking up and maybe you've been sleeping, or maybe you've been out for dinner with your partner or something, and you're still making money. Okay, and if you don't have that, you should want it, because it's a beautiful feeling. What you want is 5 qualified high ticket sales meetings being scheduled every single week, and you want to be able to have a 30 to 35% close rate. Okay, and that's what this system gives you. Okay, and eventually you can move into DM closing. For me personally now, we don't actually need to do sales calls, and for some of our clients, they don't need to do sales calls. There's a bit of a skill set within that. So whether it's DM closing, whether it's closing people on calls, whatever it is, you just want to make sure you've got a good close rate, 30 to 35%. So if you've got 10 people that you get on a call with every week, you're going to be getting 3 to 4 sales. Okay, simple. Never going to need to work more than 3 to 5 hours a day. Okay, so the goal with this system, as I mentioned, was to make more money, serve more people, but to have enough time to carry on living my life. I didn't want to sacrifice my life and my freedom just to be able to grow my business. And that's what the system will do for you. You get to work on your business and not always in the business. So, you're not having to wear all the hats and do all of the things. There's just a much smarter way to do things. And then this is a big one, but 90% profit margins. You want to be able to keep as much money as you're making as possible. Okay, so you don't want big overheads. You don't need a big team. You don't need expensive ads or any of that shit. Low expenses, high profit margins, meaning you get to keep more of the money you're making. So at Limitless Prosperity, I have got a very simple motto, okay, and that is the 4 tiers of freedom, okay? I want you to be able to live a life without limits, and the 4 tiers of freedom is as follows. So business freedom. So what I mean when I say business freedom is uncapped growth. There's no glass ceiling. You can take this as far as you want to take it. There's not a limited amount of money that you can make, but also you want to be able to work from any geographical location, okay? Whether that's you just spending more time at home with the family, or whether that's you working remotely like I do and being able to travel the world world, okay? But you want to have that freedom, okay? Then you've got time freedom. So as I've mentioned several times now, you want to have enough time to do the things that you want to do with your life, okay? So you want your business to work around your life, not the other way around. You need that time freedom, okay? That's where you get maximum life experiences, maximum fulfillment, and at a certain point, you don't want to be making that trade-off, okay? Life is for living. At least I believe so. Then you've got mental freedom. Okay, so that just simply means being free from all of your internal limitations. So you don't want to be the reason you're not making money. You don't want to be self-sabotaging. You don't want to be holding yourself back. You don't want to be having low self-worth or fear or imposter syndrome or a lack of confidence. You just don't want to be the reason that you're not living your life as well as you could be or growing your business as quickly as you could be. So you can have that as well within the service. And then there's finally financial freedom. Simply, for us, this means you just make enough money to live out your dream life. Okay? No more compromises, no more sacrifices. What is the dream life that you want to live? Financial freedom is, for us anyway, where you make enough money where you get to live out that exact life. The other benefits of this service is you're going to be able to achieve everything we've just discussed here, all without having to waste a lot of money on ineffective or expensive ads. You're not going to have to spam people's inboxes with, cold, outdated processes and none of that shit. You're not going to use the same copy and paste methods that everybody else is using. That's just, making things completely oversaturated. That makes you completely unoriginal and have zero uniqueness to you, which means that you just get lost in a sea of noise. You're never going to have to sell your soul, be disingenuous or have a lack of authenticity. You're going to be able to show up as your true, authentic self. You're going to be able to lead with integrity, which is super important. You're not going to have to trade your time for money. So you're not going to have to hustle and grind or scratch and claw on any of that shit. Completely unnecessary when you got the right system, when you got the right mindset, and you've just got good discipline and consistency with that. Hustling, grinding, completely unnecessary, and just it's a shame to see so many people operating from that place. You're not going to have to hire a team of appointment setters or VAs or have big overheads or any of that type of shit. And you're not going to have to work more than 15 to 25 hours a week. Okay, so with Limitless Prosperity Platinum, you get to leave all of that bullshit behind. Okay, it doesn't have to be within your business, and you don't have to be held by these things or have these things forced on you because somebody's telling you should do this shit. So what you are going to get with this system is a system that brings you targeted and qualified leads into the top of your funnel every day. Okay, leads every day, sales every week. That's something you want to remember. Okay, but what we will do is we will have the asset doing the heavy lifting and pre-selling the service for you in the middle of the funnel. Okay, so what we've created is a system that operates independent of you. So you do the work once and then you continue to reap the reward. Okay, so you can be sleeping, but yet somebody's come into your world. They've clicked the link. They're now into the funnel. They're watching videos of you. They're seeing testimonials and case studies and all of this social proof. They've got all of this copy that's just really resonating with them, speaking about their goals, speaking about their desires, but also their challenges and their obstacles that they're struggling with. That can all be happening independent of you without you having to be in the inbox or on calls speaking it to people, one person at a time. This will then help you set up and convert daily low ticket sales through automation. Okay, but it will also help you close 1 to 2 high ticket clients every single week. And as a result of those two, you start to stack your monthly recurring revenue. Okay, you start to stack cash because there's daily low ticket sales happening. There's 1 to 2 high ticket sales every single week happening. And over the course of the month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, that starts to stack a serious amount of money for you. But here is the thing. We are using a system that only the top 10% of earners in the online service-based space are actually using, okay, which is why we get the results we get for our clients. So I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but around 90% of online service providers are making less than $5,000 every single month. Okay, whereas this system, as you've been able to see, consistently helps people grow to 20, 30, 50, some even over 100K in a single month. Okay, so this is genuinely a system that I've learned from 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs. And, these are extremely successful, established people in this space. And, whether I'm fortunate or whether I just got lucky in the people that I've hired, I've just learned from the right people. I've been able to take that into my own business and I've then been able to pass it on to my clients. And there's just consistency of results happening through the implementation of this system, because that's how confident I am about this. Okay, so I do put my money where my mouth is and I remove all of the risk for you. Okay, I take the risk on for myself. So my risk-free guarantee, if we were to work together, is you will make $10,000 cash in your first 45 days. Okay, you will have a minimum 3 times return on investment if you stick with me for 6 months, and your business will be making a minimum $20,000 cash every single month. Now, if any of those were not to be achieved within the 6 months, then I will work with you for free as long as I need to until you've got at least the 3x return on investment, until you've at least had a 20K cash month. Okay, so that's a 20K cash month, $36,000 minimum. Okay, and if those two things are not achieved, I will work with you for free for as long as it takes until you've got both of those achieved. Okay, there's no tie-in contract. No, I earn your business. I do not force it. Okay, so I'm not going to try and wrap you up and tie you up in a long contract and force this thing on you. You can come and go as you please. But if you choose to stay, if you choose to stick with me, and if you choose to implement the system and just put your trust in me, you will make 10K in the first 45 days. You will have a 20K month, and you will make a minimum $36,000 cash collected. And if any of those do not get achieved, I will work with you for free. Simply, you cannot lose. Now, the reason I believe why you should take action immediately is because you are only one click away from accessing strategies that are responsible for generating $7.8 million in the last 3 years alone. You're one click away from being able to make $20,000 to $30,000 cash every single month. You're one click away from achieving the 4 tiers of freedom. Okay, you're one click away from never having to work more than 3 to 5 hours a day. You're one click away from having 90% profit margins. You're one click away from being able to consistently work with your dream clients, and you're one click away from being able to live a true life without limits. Okay, and if you don't want that, you're not my type of person anyway. Okay, so join Limitless Prosperity now, and within the next 60 to 180 days, you will have a business that prints a minimum $20,000 cash every single month. You know the guarantees, you know the system. I would love the opportunity to work with you. So somewhere around here, you can click, you can come through, we can chat through the details. And as I said, I'd love the opportunity to make you my next client success story. But if not, you know the system, you know what you need to implement, and I wish you nothing but success with your future. But it could be a lot easier if we work together. So I do look forward to seeing you on the other side.